Morning, it's Dr. Kenny here again, and this is Hello Greatness. We've been talking about low self-esteem all week. We talked about some definitions of low self-esteem, signs of low self-esteem, root causes, and we now started to talk about how we can boost our self-esteem. I talked about, positive affirmation, practicing gratitude, talked about positive association yesterday, and so many others. Today, before I go to the final phase of this talk, I would like to talk about what and why you need to boost your self-esteem. I work with teenagers and I see a lot of things are going wrong because of this issue of low self-esteem. You see a lot of ladies going into premature relationships they are not ready for, not because they want to go into it, because for the fun of it. Something is pushing them to it, and that's because they don't know their self-worth. They are waiting for a guy to tell them who they really are. They don't believe they are beautiful, and so when a guy walks up to them and tell them, "Oh, you are looking beautiful," they fall for the guy because they don't believe it. So they need somebody to say it to them for them to believe it, and that's why some of them are hooked and are hooked to even relationships that are now abusive, and they cannot leave. They are stuck to it. They cannot leave because this person is actually filling their void. And it always doesn't go down well, because at the end of the day they become more destroyed, more damaged than when they got into the place. And that's for you to see if these esteem issues are not worked on. It can go either ways. Guys are not spared. You see many guys who boast about how many ladies they have been able to conquer. Most of them suffer from serious low self-esteem issues because they feel that they are under pressure to prove they are something. By the time you are under the pressure of proving you are something, then you are battling with low self-esteem. So they feel that if they lay with so many, around with so many girls, that will boost their pride. And most of the time they still have that void in their mind, void in their heart, void that is there. When they go down to their house, they still go back home, destroyed, go back home empty. And that's what low self-esteem will do. Low self-esteem never leaves you full. It always gives you emptiness. No matter what you feel, whatever you used to feel it, whatever you used to feel, be it success, be it fame, be it in outside beauty, if you have not fixed the inside, then you cannot fix the outside successfully. As a doctor, I will tell you, when people come with headache, I know that it's just a symptom of something. If I treat the headache and I don't treat what is really causing the headache, they keep coming back, and that's what happens. So we need to fix what is really wrong with the human soul, with the human mind. You need to get down to the root, discover your root causes. What is the major cause of why I always feel this way? Go down memory lane and try and identify it and begin to work on it deliberately. And one aspect that you cannot do without when it comes to boosting your self-esteem is your relationship with God. Your relationship with God is so important. Yes, no matter how you want to look at it, yes, your relationship with God is so important. You young man, young woman looking at me and listening to me, I want you to know that you need to have a relationship, an intimate closeness with God. He's the only one who can fill your void, fill your heart. If not, the words you will be speaking to yourself will just be empty words. But when you have a relationship with God, you know Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior. You have a deep relationship with Him. It helps you, suits your heart, because He was the one who created you in the first place. He was the one who made you in the first place. Things do happen to us as we go through life. Good things, unpleasant things happen, and the only place where you can find soothness, the only place where you can find healing to your soul, is in the presence of God. And when you have a relationship with God, it helps you, it heals you faster, it accelerates you. The words you now speak to yourself will now be empowered because it's now God-given. It gives you life, it gives you energy and stamina to move and move ahead. That has been my secret. I practice positive affirmation. I practice self-compassion. I practice, associating myself. I'm very deliberate about people I bring around myself, But I haven't done all this. My relationship with God I value it more than any relationship in my life because it's the most important. And I want to challenge you, teenagers. You're not too young to know God. Have Him as your Lord and personal Savior and walk with Him. And you will say that you can achieve it, you can do it. With this knowledge and with your knowledge of God, you are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. And I believe so much in you. I believe so much in you. Self-esteem equals a God esteem. What is God saying about you? They've told you you are nobody, you are not going anywhere, you are useless. They told you that they've written you up that nothing good can come out from you, nothing good can come out from your family. But with you and with God, all things are possible. You can rewrite the story, and God will help you, shame everyone who has, looked down on you in any way. It's really not their fault, because if they knew better, they would treat you better. But now you know better. I want you to go for all that God has had in store for you. I love you. I hope this series has been a blessing to you. I've enjoyed myself so far, and I know that I'm reaching you. And I'll see you next time with another brand new topic. I love you. Jesus loves you more, and you rock. Bye.